My name is Linda Schiller Hanna. This is Inner Kid Keto, segment 65. I'm committed to doing a daily message for a whole year on the emotional aspects of my weight loss journey through a keto food plan. I started this food plan the day after Thanksgiving in 2024, and we're now in late March. And in that time, I've lost upwards of 40 pounds using the keto food plan. But the real gift is the transformation of feelings, self-esteem, confidence, empowerment, those kind of things. And that's what I want to share with you. Because if you do go on a keto food journey, because I do find that the keto system has been the best thing I've ever tried for weight loss, rapid and clean, because it takes us back to ground zero for a healthy space, believe it or else. I'm not going to argue keto stuff. There's tons of information out there on keto that you can look up. But for today, I'm all about the feelings piece. Now, many of you may have like a little voice in your head that says, "You're not enough. You're not very good. You screwed that up. Dummy, dummy, dummy. Fatso." You know that voice. We're going to try to silence that voice and come up with something else. Goodbye, dark little voice. You are fired. Fired. Gone. The other thing we can do, if you're really from the older generation, there was a show called Laugh In, and they used to talk about suck it to me time. Suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me time. Well, suck it to me is also being mean to yourself. The reason I chose this topic today is because my spirit guides, my inner voice, told me in no uncertain terms to buy and read this book, Bringers of the Dawn, Teachings from the Pleiadans by Barbara Marciniak. Now, I had this book probably 40 years ago and didn't read it. In fact, I gave it away, I think, years ago. But I listened to Inner Voice, and they said, read it, buy it, and today I was doing just that. And she channeled this book, and this is the time of the dawn. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Neptune is moving into Aries now for the first time since the 1800s, since the Civil War. We just had an earthquake in Myanmar last night, just early this morning, a very serious one, because there's an eclipse tomorrow in Aries, and I'm in Aries. I mean, it's like hitting me, hitting us. So when Barbara Marciniak was guided to write this book, she had quite a bit of a download. And she had tried to do the book early in 1990, but she hadn't been able to hold the frequency. And so this is what the Pleiadans said to her. "You did not trust yourself, Miss Tara. You told everyone you did, but you did not really even like yourself. You compared yourself, and you were not honest with what was really going on with you. And people very close to you were mirroring this for you. You had to go deeper, as everyone must go deeper into the layers, for everyone has layers of self-hatred and dislike. You had to explore certain behaviors you had that did not work and discover the reasons for them. And that discovery brought you to be a keeper of frequency. That is why the book was given to you the way it was, because you had to have a major breakthrough in consciousness. Those of you who are sticking with me are completely part of that soul group that's having an awakening of a consciousness. I promise you, if you're with me and you're sitting here now, you're part of that soul group. You're part of that lift, raising of the bringers of the dawn. This is not coincidental. There are way too many channels out there that you could be watching or not. You're here, and you even come back more than once, are you not completely baffled by your fascination with what Linda's going to talk about today? It's not that Linda's talking about anything so special, but Linda's guidance is bringing through daily messages. Every day I say, I don't know what I'm going to talk about today. You figure it out. And they give me a message. They give me a conversation, or something comes to my hand, or I see something myself on TV, or an insight. I promise you, this is a channeled year. And they said to wear this shirt again, my heart shirt, the one that like heart breaking open. Now they had me put this little drum beater thing in little Linda's hands, because how many times have we hit ourselves over the head with, dumb, I didn't do that. I didn't know that. Now, in my family of origin, my dad was very, very smart. He was an inventor. He was a business owner, undereducated because he was in a depression. I've talked about him before. But he was a lifelong learner, and he instilled in all of us this sense of needing to be a lifelong learner. And I've been to, I think, 5 or 6 colleges and had more than 3 or 4 majors, everything from English to music to I was a nurse's aide, psychology, you name it. I've tried these different layers, these different things, and I've just been a lifelong learner. I have thousands of books, most of which I haven't read all of, but I've read a part of, or I've kind of absorbed it. And I just recently got back in touch with a niece, and turns out that she's got like 5 different degrees or something. You know, we just hadn't been in touch for years. I was just astonished. And she's still learning. She's going back to school yet again for yet another degree. Mad respect for her. You know who you are, sweetheart. But it's a family pattern. Gotta learn more, gotta know more, gotta learn more, gotta know more. Well, at some point we just have to say, I'm enough, or I'm willing to just take information intuitively, directly, insightfully. If you are inclined to get a book, you might consider this one, Bringers of the Dawn. My guides have been having me tell every client I read lately, get this book. Because it's the dawning of the age of Aquarius, and all these shifts are going on energetically on the planet, this might be a very good time for you to be quickened with us. Or not, you have free will. By the way, if we're going to hit ourselves with Sakatumi time, let's counterbalance it with a great big kiss. Kiss yourself. Mwah! I kiss you. We love you. It's time for self-love. It's time to get rid of those layers of self-hatred, or at least explore them. Go deeper, figure it out, let it go, realize that it's an earth thing, that we all have these layers. That I talked recently about original sin. Well, maybe the original sin is, I feel flawed and not good enough. Who knows? Maybe not feeling good enough is a motivator to get us to try, or to go deeper, or to learn something. Now, when I was in my, I'm going to call them pigging out days, when I was stuffing the food in like nobody's business, those were days when I didn't want to go deeper, didn't want to look at my shame, didn't want to look at my grief, my anger, my hurt, or I'd already looked at it and it was too hard. I'd already done enough of that work, but there was so much more there, I just couldn't bear it. Somehow I got deep enough, far enough through the garbage that I was able to come out the other side, start the food plan, and start this exploration with you. Thank you for being in this with me. Thank you. Now I'm recording this on March 28th, 2025. And this coming Monday, we're starting the new group, the Pete Walker book, Complex PTSD from Surviving to Thriving. It is a way to go deeper and heal the parts of yourself that have been disowned, my face is itching, that has been buried or shame-filled or somehow disowned. Parts of us that we've stuffed away with too much food stuff or other stuff or anger stuff or whatever. So it's not too late to join that group. If you want to get in on it, it's 8:30 Eastern time on Zoom. We'll give you the link. You'll be getting that the day before and the day of, so you'll have your link. And it's only $10 a month for 4 sessions. So you just go to innerkidketo.com and sign up if you want to be part of that. And you're not required to stick with it. If you don't like it, you don't have to come back. All right, that's all I really got for today. But if you can honestly say, I have more than one layer of self-hatred and maybe I'm ready to look at it, heal it, and let it go, I send you a big kiss, because it's not serving you anymore. It's not serving me. Together we rise. God bless you. Keep coming back, and I'll see you tomorrow. At least I hope I will. Take care. Bye-bye for now.